Hey friends, it is Candy and I am working on a project involving my peppers today. Now what, middle of January, and we still have our summer peppers. They're not thriving, but they're green. So these are jalapenos. I pulled them out of the ground because I saw a thing you can overwinter pepper plants. So I'm going to try. You basically want them down to nubs anyways because you want them to hibernate. But you can see, here's a bell pepper I picked out. There's blooms on it. So I'm leaving everything intact now so I can remember what is what. These are two different bell peppers. Now, do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. I just saw this online and I figured, what's to lose? I have pepper seeds started inside, but if I could overwinter these and they come back big, ready to go from the beginning, it might work in our favor. Because of where we are in Mississippi, our growing weather is kind of interesting. We don't get crazy winters. We really don't. But we get super hot midsummer. So we almost have like two distinct growing, like summer growing seasons. And then our fall growing season that most people typically associate with it is like dead of winter for us. So like, now's the time you grow lettuce, and all my garlic is sprouted to be over a foot tall and stuff like that. Like, things don't always go dormant. Like my lime tree, where is that? Right there. It's full of blooms. So we just have very strange weather. So I'm going to show you what I do. I have a jalapeno plant, which is basically jalapeno and jalapeno is how I've seen them called. They're basically jalapenos without the heat. Mine is full of plumes. So I think what I'm going to do is try to overwinter. I have 4 plants. I'm going to try to overwinter 2, and I'm going to keep 2 as is, and just, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I guess somewhere in my bedroom where all my other plants are, but I'm going to do something because I like these peppers. Spicy doesn't always agree with me, and I like jalapeno flavor. I have hacked up my bell peppers, at least that's what it feels like. So I will link a video below of where I saw this done. I just found it here on YouTube. So these are all my bell peppers. These 2 are jalapenos, and I have made the executive decision to leave my jalapenos because I think the nights that we have where it's gonna get freezing and below, freezing 32, right? We're talking 31, 29 degrees, so very minimal. But my lime tree is blooming, like full of blooms. I'm not gonna keep them all, but I'm gonna let them go a little bit. I'm just gonna bring in these 2 planters because my jalapenos are just in this. I know a lot of people plant their peppers very spacious. I do not. I do not have a lot of room, so I don't follow a lot of the spacing guides because I'm working with cramped quarters. So I think I'm just gonna bring these in those 2 nights and keep them a little protected, and then I'll bring them out first thing in the morning when it warms up to, you know, like 30 something degrees. It's still gonna be cold, but it won't be so shocked for them. I don't want to put them in my garage because my garage door is broken at the moment, but it's gonna get so cold in there. It's either a sauna or an ice box. So what I'm going to do with these peppers now, back to the peppers, I am literally just gonna plant them in a pot with some dirt. I'm not even gonna do huge pots. I'm probably gonna do some fairly small ones because, again, limited space and I don't always follow the directions. But what I'm going to do is just plant them, so then when it comes, I want to say spring, because for us we can plant like by March. I'm gonna put these back outside, so they're not gonna be inside very long. I'm going to put them in, and then I can just divide the roots if I need to later. They get a little root bound, it's okay. But peppers don't have crazy roots, which is one cool thing about them. They're fairly shallow. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's pot them up, and at least I know I have 4 in one and 2 in the other, so I can sort of keep them differentiated. So here are my jalapenos, my bell peppers. You can see them a little bit better, but here is my lime tree. You can see the amount of blooms we have, in the middle of January. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I'm not gonna keep all these blooms on it because I do want this tree to mature and I am going to transplant it. But I mean, this is a ton of blooms for this tiny lime tree. It is a key lime tree. I shouldn't say it's mine. It's technically my husband's. He loves limes. So this is gonna be my project. I've never really grown limes until recently. All right, here they are inside my light setup. My lights I keep in my bedroom, so you can see they are getting some light here. I might have to figure things out when I add my last shelf, but as of now, I don't need it. So on this side, I'll have peppers. On this side, I have a tomato and a pineapple. And then I have another tomato rooting here. I have some houseplants, chamomile, a celery we're growing with the kids for fun. And then I have 2 seed trays. Inside here, you can see tons of tomatoes sprouting already. I'm waiting on peppers to come up. They should be in those blank spots. And then I have some herbs coming in at the bottom. This bottom tray is mainly full of flowers because I wanted to get a head start on some. And you can see them all in there. I guess it's getting so green, you can see them all. So they are growing great. These are the $15 Walmart lights. I will link that video below. And you can see where I got everything. So this is what I'm doing in front of a south-facing window. So I am going to keep everybody updated on how my peppers go. I have no idea what they're gonna do, how they're gonna act. This is really gonna be for a few months for me, you know, 2, maybe 3. But I've seen a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, I watched a video on YouTube about it, and it seems like a plausible idea. If you have the space or if you'd like to try it, to me, it's more of an experiment. At this point, I've had my peppers, I planted them last March, April, May, sometime around there, because I got a few of them as starts last year. And they have lasted me from, say, May to January at this moment. They were still actively producing, had buds on them, not bulbs, buds. So if I can keep them going, it's just a plus. And it's kind of exciting to see if you can. So I will keep you up to date with these peppers in a follow-up video. But for now, I'm gonna sign off. This is my little pepper doohickey thing, and it's just fun to try. Bye, guys.